Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something truly exciting to talk about, something that might just be hiding in your coin jar or tucked away in your pocket change. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1996 United States quarter dollar. Now, you might think this is just another quarter, and for the most part, you'd be right. But hang on, because there's more to this coin than meets the eye. If you're lucky enough to have one of these in your collection, or if you come across one in your spare change, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. Stay tuned to find out how much this seemingly ordinary quarter could actually be worth. Let's take a step back to the year 1996. The United States was living through an exciting time. Bill Clinton was re-elected for his second term as president, the internet was just starting to become a household necessity, and the world was transitioning into the digital age. But in the world of coinage, the 1996 quarter dollar is unique in several ways. It might seem like a typical coin, but it carries with it a piece of American history, and it might be more valuable than you think. The design of the 1996 quarter follows the same iconic style as many other quarters minted in the years before it, featuring George Washington's portrait on the obverse. The design was created by John Flanagan and has been a symbol of American heritage for decades. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find the classic eagle, representing strength, freedom, and the spirit of the nation. It's a timeless image that has graced U.S. coins for generations. However, the 1996 quarter is more than just a representation of Washington and the eagle. It marks an important point in the history of American coinage. In 1996, the U.S. Mint was in the process of preparing for the release of the state quarters program, which would begin the following year. The year 1996 was a transitional period for the Mint, and it produced a lot of coins, including this quarter, to prepare for the monumental changes coming in the late 90s. So, what makes the 1996 quarter so special? To most people, it's a common coin, and they wouldn't think twice about it. But for collectors, it's important to know that not all 1996 quarters are created equal. While the vast majority of these coins are still in circulation and are worth their face value, a few key factors can elevate their worth significantly. First and foremost, condition plays a huge role in determining the value of a coin. Most of the 1996 quarters you come across will have been through years of circulation. Over time, coins can become worn, scratched, or tarnished, reducing their overall value. However, finding a 1996 quarter in uncirculated condition, meaning it looks as though it just came out of the mint, is a rare find. These coins have been well preserved and are often worth much more than their face value, but it doesn't stop there. Some 1996 quarters were struck with minor imperfections or minting errors during the production process. These errors are highly prized by collectors because they are unique. Even the smallest mistake can turn a run-of-the-mill quarter into a valuable collectible. One of the most sought-after types of error for the 1996 quarter is the doubled die variety. This occurs when the coin's die is misaligned during the minting process, causing the design to appear doubled. While these errors are relatively rare, they are incredibly valuable because they offer something that no other coin in the series has, a mistake that sets it apart from the rest. If you happen to find a 1996 quarter with a doubled die error, you could be looking at a treasure. These error coins are fascinating to collectors because they represent a part of the history of coin production. A coin with this type of minting flaw could command a premium price, especially if the doubling is clearly visible. Even without a minting error, however, coins that are in exceptional condition, free from scratches, dings, or tarnish, can be worth a pretty penny. So, what's the big payoff for those lucky enough to have a rare, well-preserved 1996 quarter, or perhaps one with a minting error? The value of these coins can range from a few dollars for a coin in average condition to hundreds, or even thousands, if it's in pristine shape. But here's the jaw-dropping part. In some cases, a 1996 quarter in near-perfect condition, or one with an error, could fetch an astounding $70,000. That's right, $70,000 for a single coin. Imagine finding a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents, and now it's worth tens of thousands of dollars. It's truly remarkable how a small piece of metal can hold such historical and financial significance. So, what should you do if you think you've got a valuable 1996 quarter on your hands? Take your time and carefully inspect it. Look for any signs of wear or minting errors, and examine the quality of the coin. If it looks like it's in exceptional condition, or if you think it might have an error, it's worth getting it evaluated by a professional. An expert can tell you whether the coin is truly valuable and help you determine its worth in the current market. For those of you who have a passion for coin collecting, the 1996 quarter offers an exciting opportunity to hunt for hidden treasures. You never know when you might stumble upon one of these rare, high-value coins. Whether you're collecting for the joy of the hobby or looking for your next big find, remember to always check your coins, because you never know which one could make you a fortune. Top 2 1994 United States Quarter Dollar. You may think of it as just another coin from the 90s, but there's much more to it than meets the eye. Stick with us because by the end of this video, you'll be astonished at the true value of this seemingly ordinary coin. Let's take a trip back to 1994. The world was in a period of rapid change. Bill Clinton had just taken office, the internet was beginning to transform the way we live, and pop culture was booming with hits like Friends and The Lion King. But as people were going about their daily lives, using quarters to pay for their morning coffee or a candy bar, the US Mint was quietly producing what would soon become a collector's item. In terms of design, the 1994 quarter dollar is not all that different from others that had come before it. The coin still features the well-known image of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan. This iconic portrait of the first president of the United States has been a hallmark of the quarter since 1932. On the reverse side, we see the majestic eagle, symbolizing the strength and freedom of America. It's a design that is instantly recognizable and has stood the test of time, but what makes the 1994 quarter truly interesting to collectors lies in its rarity and condition. While many 1994 quarters have been circulating for years, there are some that have been kept in pristine condition, untouched by wear and tear. These well-preserved coins are highly sought after by collectors because, like any collectible, condition is one of the most important factors when determining value. Coins that have been carefully stored, away from damage and scratches, can fetch far more than their face value. Of course, not every 1994 quarter is going to be worth a small fortune. The value increases when the coin is in excellent or uncirculated condition, meaning it looks as if it just left the mint. These coins have minimal to no signs of wear, with sharp details and clean surfaces. Finding a 1994 quarter in such a condition can be a rare occurrence, and this is exactly what collectors are after. But there's another factor that can dramatically increase the value of this particular quarter: the possibility of minting errors. Minting errors are a big deal in the world of coin collecting. During the minting process, small mistakes can happen, resulting in coins that are slightly different from the intended design. These errors are often one of a kind and can make a coin even more desirable and valuable. Some of the most coveted error types for the 1994 quarter include off-center strikes, double dies, or even the presence of extra features that shouldn't be there. For example, one of the rarest and most valuable variants of the 1994 quarter is the double die error. This happens when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, causing the design to appear doubled. The extra detail, often seen in the letters or numbers on the coin, makes it stand out as a unique piece. Collectors love these coins because they're not just pieces of currency, they're a rare glimpse into the production process at the US Mint. If you happen to come across a 1994 quarter with such an error, you could be in for a big surprise. These coins are often worth much more than their face value, sometimes commanding thousands of dollars. But it's not just error coins that can fetch high prices. Even without a minting flaw, a well-preserved 1994 quarter in mint condition can still be worth a significant amount. So, how much is a 1994 quarter worth? While most of the quarters from this year are still worth just 25 cents, those that have been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition or that feature rare minting errors can be worth a whole lot more. You could be looking at a coin worth as much as $71,000. That's right, $71,000 for a single 1994 quarter. It's incredible to think that a coin that's been in circulation for decades could be worth such a hefty amount today. If you think you might have a valuable 1994 quarter, it's important to closely examine its condition. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. If the coin appears to be in excellent shape, it's worth holding onto or getting it evaluated by a professional coin dealer. Similarly, if you spot any minting errors, you could be holding a true treasure. As always, remember that coin collecting is about more than just monetary value, it's about preserving pieces of history. The 1994 quarter, like so many coins, tells a story about a particular time in America. Whether you're a serious collector or just getting started, adding a 1994 quarter to your collection can be an exciting and rewarding experience. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the fascinating world of the 1994 United States quarter dollar. Top 3 1982 United States quarter dollar, a coin that you might come across and think is just another regular piece of currency. But trust me, this coin holds a secret that could make it worth a small fortune. The year 1982 was an interesting time for the United States. It was the beginning of the 80s, a decade marked by change, from the rise of personal computers to the introduction of pop culture icons like Michael Jackson and the first Star Wars films. But as people were busy navigating the trends of the time, the US Mint was also hard at work producing coins, including the iconic 1982 quarter. This quarter might look like any other from the era, with the familiar image of George Washington on the obverse and the majestic eagle on the reverse. Washington's portrait, designed by John Flanagan, has been featured on the quarter since 1932. And the eagle, representing freedom and strength, has also been a symbol that's graced many US coins. These designs are deeply embedded in American history and symbolize the unity and power of the nation, but the real story behind the 1982 quarter dollar lies in its rarity and condition. Many of the quarters from this era have circulated for decades, passing through countless hands and experiencing the wear and tear of everyday life. So, it's common for the 1982 quarter to be found in less than perfect condition. But here's the twist. Some of these quarters have managed to survive in near-mint condition, untouched by time and circulation. These are the coins that truly stand out and can be worth far more than their original face value. Condition is everything when it comes to coins, especially for collectors. Coins that have been preserved in excellent, uncirculated condition are far more valuable than those that show signs of wear. If you happen to find a 1982 quarter that looks like it was just minted yesterday, no scratches, no tarnish, no work, you could be in possession of something quite rare and highly desirable to collectors, but that's not the only factor that could make the 1982 quarter special. Like with many other coins, there are some very rare and valuable minting errors that have occurred over the years. Minting errors are often the result of issues with the coin's die or the machinery used in production, and they can turn an ordinary coin into a unique treasure. These errors make the coin stand out from others and increase its value significantly. For the 1982 quarter, one of the most sought-after errors is the double die variety. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned or makes an additional strike, causing parts of the design to appear doubled. If you come across a 1982 quarter with doubled letters or numbers, it could be a very rare find. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins like this, as they represent a one-of-a-kind mistake from the minting process. Another possible error for the 1982 quarter is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not perfectly centered in the die, causing the design to be slightly off-center. These coins can be intriguing to collectors, and their rarity makes them highly sought after. If you're wondering how valuable a 1982 quarter can be, the answer depends on a few things: its condition, whether it has any minting errors, and the demand for it in the collector's market. While most 1982 quarters are still worth just their face value of 25 cents, a coin that's in exceptional condition or has a minting error can be worth much more. And here's the really exciting part: if you happen to have an uncirculated 1982 quarter or one with a rare error, it could be worth as much as $76,000. That's right, $76,000 for a single quarter. It's hard to believe that a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents could now have such a high value, but that's the beauty of coin collecting. A rare find in excellent condition or one with a minting flaw can turn an ordinary piece of currency into a true treasure. So, if you think you might have a valuable 1982 quarter, it's time to inspect it closely. Look for any signs of wear, check for errors, and if it appears to be in great condition, it could be worth far more than you expect. If you do find one of these rare coins, consider getting it evaluated by a professional coin dealer. They can help determine its exact value and, if it's in particularly good condition, help you sell it for the highest possible price. Remember, coin collecting is more than just about making money, it's about preserving a piece of history. Every coin tells a story, and the 1982 quarter is a small chapter in America's ongoing narrative. Whether you're collecting coins as a hobby or looking for your next big discovery, the 1982 quarter is one to keep your eyes on. Thank you so much for watching today's video about the 1982 United States quarter dollar. Top 4 1986 United States quarter dollar, a coin that might look simple at first glance but could be hiding something truly spectacular. You might be surprised by just how much this particular quarter could be worth if you happen to have one in your collection. So, stick around as we explore the history, rarity, and value of this incredible coin. Let's start by setting the stage. The year 1986 was a pivotal one in American history. The country was in the midst of the Reagan era, with major cultural, technological, and political shifts happening across the nation. While the world was turning in new directions, the U.S. Mint was busy producing quarters for the country's circulation. The 1986 quarter dollar is part of this batch, and it looks very similar to the classic quarters that had been circulating for decades, featuring George Washington's profile on the obverse and a striking eagle on the reverse, designed by John Flanagan. The image of Washington has adorned the quarter since 1932, symbolizing the enduring strength and leadership of the first president of the United States. The eagle, on the reverse side, stands as a symbol of freedom, power, and patriotism, making it an iconic design on U.S. currency. At first glance, the 1986 quarter might appear to be a standard, run-of-the-mill piece of currency, but as we dig deeper, you'll see that there's more to it than meets the eye. And now, here's where things get interesting. While most 1986 quarters are still circulating in everyday transactions and only worth their face value of 25 cents, a select few are worth a whole lot more. The key to their value lies in the condition of the coin and its rarity. As time goes on, coins that have been used in circulation naturally suffer from wear and tear, scratches, tarnish, and fading designs. But if you're lucky enough to have a 1986 quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, then you've got a real gem on your hands. Coins that are in near perfect condition, with no visible signs of wear, are far more valuable to collectors than those that have been heavily circulated. A mint condition 1986 quarter, untouched by time and still showing sharp details and vibrant imagery, can fetch a significantly higher price in the market. Collectors often seek out these uncirculated coins, as they're considered rarer and more desirable. However, there's another factor that can elevate the value of a 1986 quarter to astronomical heights: minting errors. These are rare mistakes that occur during the coin production process, creating coins that are different from what was intended. Minting errors can range from minor imperfections to major design flaws, but what makes them so valuable is their uniqueness. Error coins are one-of-a-kind treasures, and they can be worth much more than their regular counterparts. For the 1986 quarter, some of the most sought-after errors include off-center strikes and double die varieties. Off-center strikes occur when a coin is not perfectly aligned in the press during minting, causing the design to be struck off-center. These coins are very appealing to collectors because of their unusual appearance and rarity. Another notable error type is the double die variety, where the coin's design appears to have been struck multiple times, resulting in a doubled image. Coins with this error are extremely rare and highly valued in the collector's market. Now, you may be wondering, just how much can a 1986 quarter be worth? While most of them are still just worth 25 cents, some rare versions in mint condition, or those with special minting errors, can be worth significantly more. If you happen to have an uncirculated 1986 quarter or one with a rare minting flaw, you could be looking at a coin worth up to $75,000. Yes, you heard that right, $75,000 for a single quarter. It's mind-blowing to think that something as common as a quarter could be worth so much money, but that's the fascinating world of coin collecting. Coins are more than just pieces of currency, they are pieces of history, and some of them, due to their rarity and condition, become incredibly valuable over time. So, if you've got a 1986 quarter lying around, it's worth taking a closer look. Examine it carefully for any signs of wear, and if it looks brand new, you might be holding onto something truly special. That if you happen to spot any minting errors, such as the off-center strikes or doubled die, then you could be sitting on a coin worth far more than you ever imagined. Always keep in mind that condition and rarity are the two biggest factors when it comes to determining the value of a coin. And if you're lucky enough to have a high-quality 1986 quarter, or one with a rare minting error, you could be in for a nice surprise. So, to sum it all up, while most 1986 quarters are still worth just 25 cents, those that are uncirculated or feature minting errors could be worth a whole lot more. And for those lucky enough to have one of these rare treasures, the value can skyrocket to as much as $75,000. That's a pretty incredible return on what seems like a simple quarter. Thank you for tuning in and exploring the world of the 1986 United States quarter dollar with us today. If you have any of these coins, or think you might, be sure to take a closer look, because you could be holding onto a valuable piece of American history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can keep up with our latest coin discoveries. Who knows? Your next treasure could be hiding in your spare change. Happy collecting, and good luck hunting those rare finds!